Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're preparing for the IELTS speaking exam and feeling a bit nervous, don't worry, you're in the right place. Today, I'm sharing 7 important tips to help you perform at your best in the IELTS speaking exam. So, let's get started. So, the first thing is to stop being a perfectionist. It's easy to try and give the perfect answer, but this can actually slow you down. Instead of thinking too much about every word and every sentence, focus on expressing your ideas clearly. It's okay to make small mistakes. And what's more important is that you communicate your ideas effectively. So, here is what you should do. Focus on getting your message across rather than trying to be too perfect. For example, if you make a small grammatical error, like saying he go to the market, you can just simply correct yourself by saying, sorry, I mean he goes to the market. This will show the examiner that you can self-correct and that you can move forward without losing confidence. Now, the second thing is to not spend too much time on one question. So, in the IELTS speaking exam, managing your time is very important. If you find a question difficult, don't panic. Take a short breath. Give your best answer and then just move on. It's better to answer all the questions rather than to spend too much time on one single question and then run out of time. So, how can we do this? Well, practice answering different types of questions within a set of time limit. For example, when you are practicing, give yourself 1 minute to answer each question. If you can't think of a complete answer, just say what you want and then smoothly transition by saying something like, "That's all I can think of right now," before moving on to the next question. And this way, you stay within the time and show that you can handle different topics. Okay, now let's talk about the flexibility of the IELTS speaking exam. So, the IELTS speaking exam allows some flexibility, and if you don't understand the question, that's fine. It's okay. Just ask the examiner to repeat the question or to explain it. If you realize that you made a mistake, you can go back and just correct yourself. The important thing is to just stay calm and keep the conversation going. So, here is what you should do. If you don't understand the question, just politely ask, "Could you please repeat that?" Or, "Could you clarify what you mean by that?" For example, if the examiner asks, "What are the benefits of living in a city?" and you didn't catch the word benefits, just ask for clarification. If you make a mistake, just say, "Sorry, what I meant to say was," and then carry on. This will show that you're engaged and that you can manage communication very well. Now, tip number 4 is take your preparation seriously. Now, the IELTS speaking exam is a very important opportunity to show your English speaking skills. So, make sure that you are well prepared by learning the exam format and by practicing regularly. It's not just about speaking English, it's about speaking English fluently, speaking naturally, and speaking confidently. So, here is what you should do. Set up a study schedule that includes regular speaking practice. For example, you could spend 30 minutes each day practicing speaking on different topics from past IELTS exams. You could record yourself, go back and listen, and know any areas where you think you can improve. For example, you might think you can improve on your pronunciation or your fluency, and also get familiar with the exam structure so that there are no surprises on the day. So find out how long the exam lasts for, the different parts, and if you want to watch a video on that, you can click on this video on your screen and that will explain everything to you. Okay, now the fifth tip is to relax before the exam. This might sound very unusual, but taking some time to relax can make a big difference on how you perform. The day before your exam, take a break from studying, relax, and do something that you enjoy. So, here is what you should do. Plan to do something calming the evening before your exam. For example, you could go for a walk, or listen to some music, or meditate, or on the morning of the exam, just take a few deep breaths before you enter the exam room. You've done all the hard work at this stage, so now it's time to relax so you perform at your best. You could try simple breathing exercises like inhaling slowly for 4 seconds and then holding your breath and then exhaling for 4 seconds. Now, by doing this, it can help reduce anxiety and help you keep focused. Okay, tip number 6, think positively on exam day. Now, your mindset can have a big impact on your performance. If you enter the exam with positive thoughts and confidence, you're more likely to do well. Remind yourself of how much you've prepared and that you are ready. So, here is what you should do. Just start your day with positive affirmations. For example, tell yourself that I am prepared and I am confident. I will do my best today. And just visualize yourself doing well in the exam. And if you start to feel nervous, just remind yourself of a time when you succeeded in something similar. This will boost your confidence and help you stay calm during the exam. And finally, tip number 7, surround yourself with English. The best way to prepare for the IELTS speaking exam is to practice English as much as possible. Speak English every day, whether it's with friends or with family or even by yourself. Listen to English podcasts, watch English videos, and try to think in English as well. So, how can we do this? Well, make English a part of your daily routine. For example, choose an English podcast or a YouTube channel that you enjoy and listen to it every day. I've made many recommendations on this channel. One thing I always recommend is Friends, the TV show, because it's day-to-day English spoken in that show, and it's something that you can benefit from whilst also enjoying as well. Another thing you can do is that when you're alone, try and describe what you're doing in English, such as I'm making breakfast or I'm walking to the bus stop. This constant exposure to the English language will make English feel more natural to you, and it will help you speak more fluently during the exam. The less you practice and the less you expose yourself will just make you feel more nervous in the exam. So we want to avoid that. And that's our 7 important tips to help you do well in the IELTS speaking exam. Remember, preparation is key, but so is staying calm and confident. Now, if you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more IELTS related content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.